Hello, listeners, and welcome to Women on Words, the show where we talk life, love, and literature. I'm your host, Siera London, along with my co-host, author Loren, and writer Michele Ingrid. We are Women on Words, and welcome to August's book chat. This month, we are reading Nana Malone's Big Ben. Hello, ladies.
Hello,
Hi.
hello. Hi.
All right, so I am going to start off by reading the back cover copy of Big Ben. All right, you ready? It says, "It began with betrayal and ended with murder. She was never supposed to cross my path. She was never supposed to know about the currency of secrets or the oaths of blood. But like a thief in the night, she stole my soul, even if she wasn't mine to possess. As a member of the elite, I live by simple tenets. A gentleman above all. Private matters stay private. Secret whispers are never revealed. Enemies and friends are of the same coin, and power is king. My so-called brothers killed my friend. I intend to make them pay. And before it's over, I'll bend all the rules of morality, decency, and legality. I will borrow and steal to set the scales right. But begging, you can forget about. My name is Ben Covington, and I know my sins." All right. I love that. I
Big
absolutely
Ben.
love that. Yes, Big Ben. So, all right, guys, I have to admit, um, listeners, this is the first time all three of us have been online for using StreamYard, where you can see us on Facebook as well as hear us across Blog Talk Radio. And I have logged into the wrong group, so I may have to log out of this broadcast and bring this back in. So I am sorry about that. But I'm going to start with my first question, and that is, Nana opens this book with a sensual bang. We meet our hero and our heroine in the closet. So I have to ask you, what was your first impression of our heroine, Livy, and our hero, Ben, when you meet them in the closet?
I'll just jump in and say that's a great way to meet someone. First of all, I love the fact that she's hiding, because we're not exactly sure why she's hiding, and then she hears someone coming into the room, and he comes in and he's hiding too. So that was great. And then they got up close and personal. That was a lot of fun. I was already in. I'll say, starting from the very beginning, that I was already looking for the first love scene after we saw those two in the closet.
Absolutely agree. It was hilarious to me that they were in that closet together, but then it turned from funny to heat, and I loved it. The fact that what she had in her hand was even worse, because remember she broke the statue, and that's why she hid in the closet. But what she brought off the statue to the listeners was the statue's penis. So she's holding the penis in her hand as she's hiding in the closet. And then all of a sudden, here comes this Viking sexy man that opens the closet door and jumps in with her. So that was funny to me. It was hilarious. And I immediately thought, oh, this lady is going to be hilarious. She's going to be quirky. She's going to be silly. So I thought, oh, God, what are we going to have next? And I thought they would have this heated sexual chemistry. So I looked forward to that part of the book.
I forgot about what she had in her hand. Thanks for the reminder. I forgot that she was holding a piece of stone in her hand, a sculpted piece of stone in her hand. Yes.
Yeah.
And feeling very guilty about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have to admit, I kind of fell for Ben in that moment. Like he really became solid for me as a character in that closet. Like I love kind of the sexy banter that he had going on with Livy from the very beginning. So I really liked what I saw with him.
He definitely caught my attention. And from her description of him, I was like, ooh, a good smelling Viking? Come on now.
Yeah, is there any more room in that closet?
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. And so what did you think about what Ben demanded that Livy do to kind of save them in the closet? Like, is that something you would have done if there was a man in a closet and you didn't know him and he didn't know you, but he was saying, fake it until you make it, princess? Those are Ben's words, not mine. Yeah. Would you have done that? I'm just asking.
I absolutely would have done that. That is like so much fun. And I would have just had to beg my husband for forgiveness because that was fun. Absolutely, that was fun. And who wants to get caught holding a penis? You're already in the closet. How do you explain that? You really can't explain that away. So you might as well.
Yeah. The fake it until you make it. And I think the whole idea of pretending that maybe something was going on was one thing, but the moment when he tells her, okay, moan for me, I was like, oh, okay, this is a whole different story. Come on, baby, moan for me. I'm thinking, oh, this is a whole different turn, a completely different turn. Gone along with it. I don't know. I have to say that first the getting caught part, and all I could think is she's not there alone. There's a boyfriend somewhere here, and he could be the guy outside. I don't know if I would have gone along with it right away. But then once we meet the boyfriend, maybe I'd have moaned even louder if it meant the end of that. Just
I had a whole separate list of questions about her boyfriend, but Michele, I know you have a question, so I will let you go ahead.
Okay, I'm very curious. So, the boyfriend, aside from what we learn about him later, at the opening portion of the book, we know they've had a very bad accident. We know that he hurt his hands, and we know that, okay, right up at the top, she tells us he hasn't touched her in months. And I am curious, when were you done with the boyfriend? Because I was done with the boyfriend the minute she said he hadn't touched her in months.
Well, for me, I was done with him at the party because the first time she said he promised he would stay by my side and he abandoned me. That to me was like, oh, he doesn't care nothing about her feelings because he knew she had social anxiety and he left her. And he also knew that his boss liked her, but he did nothing about it. So
the boss.
Yeah, I'm actually with Lisa on this one, Michele. So first of all, if you bring me to a party and I can't find you and I'm actively looking for you, we already got a problem in the relationship. So this isn't how I do relationships. So I'll just tell you up front, he did not meet my expectations of a boyfriend. Now, this is me personally, Siera. Now, Livy and I, as I read on, I could tell we had different standards in a man. And so there were several decisions that Livy made that I was like, what's up with this chick? Like, I'm not sure if Livy would have been in my immediate friend circle. She would probably be that girl I'd sit back looking at. Like, I know her, but I don't know her like that. Like, that would probably be, me and Livy. So I don't know if we would have jived as well, because her man issues, I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm old school Teddy Pendergrass. Looks like we got to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, another little TKO. Like, I don't want him. I just don't want him. I'm sorry. I don't want him.
Yeah, he didn't come off as good boyfriend material from the beginning. I mean, she leaves this party because she can't find him, and she gets mugged on the way home. Then,
that part.
Even before she left the party, she's the woman that attempts to break up a fight, ends up on the floor, and her boyfriend is still nowhere to be found, even to say, hey, let me help pick my girlfriend up off the floor. Like, and it's never brought up again, which means he doesn't even know that she got knocked down. Just doesn't even know. Yeah, he was such a bad boyfriend. Yeah, I didn't like him from the very beginning. And so to meet this super hot guy in the closet and then to know she was going home to a dud who didn't even know she got mugged on the way home was just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
much.
Oh my God. When she walked in that door and that fool looked at her and just started going on, where were you, all this, didn't even recognize how she looked. And then she tells him, I got mugged. Oh, okay. Didn't try to comfort her, deal. Nothing. I'm
no
like,
big deal. Yeah.
She just got mugged in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
You're at home, first of all. You're at home waiting for her. You knew she left the party, and then you don't care that she got mugged? Ooh. She might not have, he might have want to sleep with the one eye open that night.
Well, it turns out they weren't sleeping together technically, so I guess she was okay. But I'm curious about the what do you guys think about the role that Dexter plays in the book and the role that he plays in what happens after? Do you believe that if she were in a healthier relationship, do you think this character would have made the same choices? Because she makes some really interesting choices to start the story off. And I mean, starting from the moment when this happens, I think in like the first chapter, she ends up with a file in her purse shaped like a lipstick. And she's pretty sure where it came from. So I'm curious, what did you guys think of that?
So for me, this Siera. So for me, I feel like Livy made interesting decisions to me from the beginning. Even I can't say that if I was at a party and I felt uncomfortable, I can't say I would be the woman in the closet. Let me just say that. So that wouldn't be a choice that I made. So I think that spoke volumes about this character, right? Between actually like removing yourself from a situation or complicating the situation, because I felt like that move into the closet actually complicated the situation. And for me, I felt like Livy made several decisions that complicated her life rather than simplify it. And her decision. Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody's going to say something.
No, I was just going to agree with you.
Right. So to me, her situation with Dexter, even before the book began, is another indication of like where Livy is as a character, in that she hasn't made the decision to simplify her life when it comes to this really kind of, this situation she has with her current boyfriend is not sustainable. And I think you learn that very on.